Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Coming up, a story involving a college campus and a controversial topic about equal rights.
Plus, there are only a few more opportunities to see You Can't Take It With You, what you need to know so that you don't miss out on this year's fall play.
And to go along with our story about the local animal shelter, we asked you what you love about your pets. The results are in The Word. I'm Sydney Brandt.
And I'm Kayla Daughters.
And Unleash begins now.
Teens.
Documenting.
Reality.
Bringing the news to you from Rockland, California. This is Unleashed.
Good morning, Wildcats. Today is Thursday, November 20th, and we're on an even day schedule.
That's right, Sydney. And at first, the lost and found in the front office is overflowing with items from the first few months of school.
Please check the lost and found for misplaced jackets, athletic bags, or books.
All unclaimed items will be donated tomorrow to Goodwill.
The vending machines in the cafeteria are now selling both Powerade and Dasani water. Cafeteria workers hope that the machines will help speed up the food lines during lunch. Both drinks are only $1.50. And the second annual coffee house is December 10th. Auditions were held yesterday, and this was your opportunity to see some of the many talented performers on campus. The leadership team will have coffee, hot chocolate, bagels, and donuts available at the event. Again, the coffee house is December 10th at 7 p.m. in the cafeteria. Admission is only $1.
The theater department is holding tryouts for the spring musical All Shook Up after school on December 1st. If you are interested in auditioning for the musical, please come by the theater arts classroom today or tomorrow to pick up an informational packet. Again, auditions are the Monday after Thanksgiving break. And the next show of this year's fall play, You Can't Take It With You, is tonight. Tickets can be purchased online or at the door. The play is a comedy that introduces audiences to the free-thinking family. Chaos ensues when the family's daughter brings her conservative and straight-laced fiancé to dinner. Again, the show continues tonight and the final performance is Saturday. Please check the Whitney homepage for showtimes and ticket prices.
And band director Chris Harper is holding tryouts for the Winter Drumline. The Winter Drumline performs and competes in Sacramento and throughout Northern California. The group is looking for 2 piano players to perform with the drumline on keyboards. If you are interested in playing with a high-energy group, see Mr. Harper in the band room today.
In the United States, almost 7% of adults identify themselves as either lesbian, gay, bisexual, or transgender. Reporter Sabrina V. Meister and photographers Kayla Poole and Sydney Mendoza went to a recent event that brought comfort and hope to students who identified themselves as LGBT.
Sierra College is a place for self-expression. It gives students a chance to express themselves and, for some, their sexuality.
Unfortunately, I had a very bad coming out, and I was agoraphobic for 2.5 years after graduating high school. So I was not able to start Sierra College, and knowing you're accepted here is just an amazing thing.
Freshman Anna Lacey is part of the 42% of LGBT youth that say the community they live in is not accepting of homosexuals.
I was bullied against by my neighbors, by my peers, by people in the community, and I was thrown out of my church.
I do not believe that it's right because the Bible says that God created marriage to be between a man and a woman.
This is the 4th year that Sierra College has hosted their Pride Days event. The purpose is to raise awareness about moral arguments discussed in today's society. The Ridley Art Gallery shows different aspects of the LGBT community and showcases the role of drag performers throughout our country.
I asked the administrators if we could have a Pride Days event, and it's grown to 15 academic presentations, and we have an artist gallery opening.
The Ridley Art Gallery showcases the work of Ron Williams, who photographed female impersonators from 1989 to 2013. In the early 60s, a man wearing a dress could be arrested for impersonating the opposite gender.
In '69, there were anti-masquerading laws. The police would raid the bar, and if you weren't wearing 3 articles of clothing that matched your gender, you could be arrested for masquerading.
In Unitarian Universalism, we have a chalice that's a symbol of our faith.
Small churches that support the gay community, along with the Rainbow Alliance Club, were a few of the booths at the festival. The event ended by bringing the community together with a drag show.
We have a lot of different organizations join up with us that we're able to volunteer with and we're able to raise funds for.
The fight for equality is an ongoing battle. There are still 79 countries that ban homosexuality. Lacey said that those statistics do not stop her from bringing awareness to her community.
When I started coming here, and I took Johnny Terry's queer theory class, and it changed everything. I was finally able to find a community where I was accepted for who I am.
Reporting for WCTV 19 with photographers Kayla Poole and Sydney Mendoza, I'm Sabrina Feemeister.
The Pride Days ran from November 4th through the 6th. However, the Ridley Art exhibit is still open today. The gallery is free to the public and is located in the Sierra College Library. And yesterday we featured Emily Rao, who works with her mom at the Rockland Community Animal Shelter. This story highlighted a community service opportunity offered to teens at our school. Rao said she started working at the shelter after volunteering for several weeks, and that she loves the animals so much that her family would take them to her house just to save their lives.
We'll have dogs that are a little bit grumpy or they have bad health issues or something, so we have a lot of we're kind of island of misfit toys, that's what we call it, at my house.
Tickets for the Forward Dance Show are on sale now. The show is a combination of both the Whitney and Rockland High School's Dance Forward classes and dance teams. The shows are December 4th, 5th, and 6th at 7 p.m. There is also an afternoon show on December 6th at 2 p.m. Tickets are $10 for general admission and $7 with ASB. And all tickets for the Saturday matinee show are only $5. You can purchase your ticket today on the Whitney High School website. Now here's Kayla with your club news.
Don't forget that the deadline for the club's canned food drive is fast approaching. The last day to bring canned goods for the food drive is tomorrow. The leadership team is hoping that each club can fill their donation box located in each club advisor's classroom. The club who collects the most cans will be awarded a prize after Thanksgiving break.
Please congratulate Mrs. Armstrong. She was selected as Club Advisor of the Month for October. Rihanna's Tutors Club members says that they appreciate her for her dedication and recognize that she is a big part of the club's success. Other teachers who were nominated for this award include Mr. Hunter, Mr. Williams, Miss Brunn, and Mrs. Patterson. The leadership team would like to thank the advisors for their hard work. And speaking of Rihanna's Tutors, could you use some help with your essential skills? Well, the Tutoring Club would like to help. Rihanna's Tutors has peer teachers in all core subjects, including foreign language. 100% of the club's proceeds from tutoring go to the American Cancer Society. Contact the club at riannastutors@gmail.com if you are interested in the club or you need help with your homework.
And now it's time to get the news from you in The Word.
That's right, we're going to send it out to our social media reporter, Sydney Mendoza, who has the word around campus. Sydney?
Thanks guys, up first is our Instagram reporter pick. Check this out. On the screen right here, you can see a student snapshot from senior Lauren Votava. Last week, she committed to the swim team for next year at the University of Idaho. In this picture, you can see Votava holding up her letter of intent, and it officially makes her a Vandal. Votava was recruited during the fall this year. She has been on the varsity swim team since she was a freshman. And recently, we asked you guys to tweet about what you love about your pet, to go along with our story about the Rockland Animal Shelter using the hashtag WHSUnleashed. On the screen, you can see a picture from senior Jasmine Harris. She wrote that she loves her dog. She said he always calms her down when she's really stressed out or having a bad day. She also said that he's a great listener. And senior Samantha Smiley tweeted that she loves her dog, McPuppy. She wrote that McPuppy is very brave because he survived a near-death illness. He now has to wear a thunder vest, which you see on the screen, to help with his anxiety. Well, that's all we have for today. Now back to Sydney and Kayla in the studio.
Thanks, Sydney. Earlier in the show, you saw our story about the Pride event at Sierra College. Students said they were thankful for the opportunity to express themselves. So, with Thanksgiving break only a day away, go on Twitter and tell us what you are thankful for. Try to include a picture if you have one. We'll feature your answers on tomorrow's show.
If you and your friends want to be featured in The Word, tweet us or upload a photo with the hashtag WHSUnleashed.
Coming up, we take you to the mat to preview this year's men's and women's wrestling teams.
We'll be right back.
Whitney High School isn't like any other high school.
These different opportunities at Whitney have made a second home for me, and I just love to be here and I love to experience all the new things.
Everyone here is so friendly and accepting. It's just amazing. Like, you don't see that at any other high school.
I just want to thank the entire staff for making me feel like a person and making me feel at home somewhere. Because that's the best thing you can do for someone, is make them feel at home.
Whitney High School, celebrating 10 years of family.
When I wake up at night, it's never the darkness that I'm afraid of. It's the monsters that come out at home. And when kids like me grow up, we're twice as likely to become monsters ourselves.
Dad?
If you or someone you know is a victim of domestic abuse, call 1-800-799-7233.
Welcome back, and here is what is happening throughout our community. Access Dance Program is looking for high school students with dance experience.
You can volunteer as a teacher's assistant and work with kids who may need special attention in order to fully experience the joy of creative self-expression. Contact information is in the Career Center.
A representative from Southern Oregon University will be on campus today. Southern Oregon is a liberal arts college located in Ashland. Ashland is home of the award-winning Shakespeare Festival and provides year-round outdoor activities, including camping, hiking, and skiing. Pick up a pass in the Career Center if you are interested in the presentation.
A student from the U.S. Naval Academy is presenting in the Career Center on December 2nd at 9:30 a.m. The midshipman will talk to students who are interested in any of the service academies. Pick up a pass in the Career Center. And now here's Kayla, who has your latest sports news.
Mark it on your planners now. The men's and women's basketball teams play their first game of the season on the Monday we return from Thanksgiving break. The varsity teams host the Granite Bay Grizzlies on December 1st. The women's game starts at 6 p.m. and the men's game will follow. And it is time to get pumped up for this year's Corey Classic between rivals Rockland and Whitney High School. The leadership team is holding a 3-on-3 basketball tournament during the week before the game. Applications to participate are available in the student store and they are due on December 8th. The tournament is December 10th through the 12th at lunch in the small and large gyms. The Corey Classic is December 13th.
And now it is time for our weekly sports recap.
That's right. We're going to send it over to our sports anchor, Callie Turner, who has your Full Court Press.
Hello sports fans, I'm Callie Turner and this is your Full Court Press. Now before we get to our feature story, take a look at the bottom of the screen. Right now you will see a ticker with the dates and opponents for the varsity winter sports teams and their games coming up after Thanksgiving break. Let's get right to our feature story. Last year, the men's basketball team made it to the playoffs for the first time since the 2008-2009 season. However, they graduated 8 seniors. Reporter Matt Judy and photographers Justin Chandler and Jared Lombardo show you how a sophomore on the team is trying to fill a void at point guard.
Coming off of an 18-win season, the men's basketball team will look to 3 sophomores to help them this year.
J. Kim's class with Josh and the sophomores that are right now, that was the first team I got to actually watch when I got the job here at Whitney. I saw them play and I could tell from right away that Josh and J. Kim were very skilled.
One sophomore, Jaron Porster, as he's known around campus, J. Kim, has brought his game all the way from here at the Philippines to here at Whitney High School.
Started about when I was really little back in the Philippines. I was 2nd grade maybe. Just played outside a lot.
Kim said he played up age groups in youth basketball, helping him gain experience against players that were bigger and faster than him.
When we played up, we'd play up grade level and everybody would be bigger than me, a little bit stronger, a little bit faster. So it helps me now.
Kim, who led the JV team in both points per game and steals per game, is listed as the 2nd shortest player at 5'6", but Coach Nick French has high praise for his undersized player.
You've got to have something that you do really, really well. He's very good at pushing the ball. He's very good at getting in people, using his quickness. Now it's just more like the mental side of things, having the confidence to play.
Last year, Cameron Ripple was the starting point guard. And this year, both French and Kim hope that Kim can fill the void at the point guard position and lead the team deep into the section playoffs.
I think he should be the best point guard in our league. I mean, that's my expectations for him.
We want to win league and go in the playoffs, go in deep, and hopefully win sections.
Reporting for WCTV 19 with photographers Justin Chandler and Jared Lombardo, I'm Matt Judy.
Kim and the Wildcats will return to the hardwood on December 1st as they take on the Granite Bay Grizzlies in their annual foundation game. Up next, we're going to preview this year's wrestling team, and for the first time, the team has both a men's and women's squad. First up, the men's team. They're building off of last year's Cal League title. The men's team has 25 wrestlers returning who are part of last year's league championship team. Senior Casey Powell is the only returning wrestler who went to Masters last season. Powell will lead the team alongside a core group of seniors. The team is coached by reigning Cal League Coach of the Year, Dan Parker. Coach Parker said the CVC is a tougher league. Ponderosa has won 9 section titles over the last 25 years, and since 1968, they have finished in either first or second place in their league.
I just have to make sure to keep my diet healthy. I have to maintain my weight. I think I'll be able to hold my own this year again.
Some of the teams in our league are among the best in California, like Ponderosa, so that's going to be a big challenge. They're always in the top 10 or 20 in the entire state.
Next, we look at the women's team, and for the first time ever, the women's wrestling program is its own separate team. The ladies will participate in girls-only tournaments on the weekends, and the women's team has expanded this year from 4 girls on last year's team to 9. Juniors Italy Overton, Isabel Kurtz, Terry Tran, and sophomore Andrea Estrada are ranked in the top 10 in Northern California. Wrestlers say that their success does not come without hard work. The girls not only have to out-hustle their male opponents, but they have to be mentally strong.
You're going to be put down by boys no matter what. Like, even if they don't say it to your face, you just know. But you kind of have to ignore it and just say, like, I'm working way harder than they do, and that's what makes me better than them.
We want to expand so we can have more girls, and you know, with more girls, we're going to win more tournaments.
Well, that was your Full Court Press. Now back to Sydney and Kayla in the studio.
Thanks, Callie. And remember to go on Twitter and tell us about what you are thankful for this year. Try to include a picture if you have one. We'll feature your answers on tomorrow's show.
Also, tune in tomorrow when we preview this year's Forward Dance Show and how both programs are getting ready for the event.
If you would like to watch any of the stories featured on today's show, please visit our website at WCTV19.com.
That's all for now, where the news is unleashed every day.
We'll see you tomorrow.